All right, now after a little excitement, we can continue on. As you notice, there's a speaker in the corner. Oh, there we go.
Like I was showing you before, the DSK is assigned here in the utility row, and basically you can choose how you want it to show up. Almost every person that uses a Tricaster will have at least DSK 1 or 2 assigned to a graphics because of lower thirds and other graphic titles.
Is just a quick question. Do you ever put graphics in? You never put graphics in DDR. That's all for video or stills, correct?
You certainly can if you want to.
Okay. It's just.
It's actually they might in this version of the Tricaster. It looks like because you actually have a graphics tab, they might have. Let's just see if I can even get graphics in the DDR. Stills, titles. Yeah, so you can do titles in a DDR if you want to.
Okay. But as far as
it doesn't make sense.
goes,
Yeah,
it just makes more sense
yeah,
just to keep it in the DSK.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense to do a DDR with graphics.
Right.
Because your DSK is right here.
Right.
So
Easily to.
Yep.
Okay.
And if I'm in my graphics program and I select autoplay, which is this button right here, which is also that's not a DSK assignment. Graphics. Here we go. Autoplay. So under delegation, this is kind of like a little playback area. In graphics, you can actually play a graphic, which there's nothing going on. There's nothing to play really, but you can go to the next graphic. It's just like a little playback area, almost like a VCR. You got play, stop, next, and back. You would never use this live though.
Oh, right. Okay.
Unless you were like.
So you would play it in preview, and then take it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. The only reason you would use this kind of feature live is if you had graphics, queued up sequentially that were kind of your show was open for them, and you were kind of spitfiring through them. Like maybe Mike Myers talking about, he's got a bit about this, and you don't know how long he's going to be on that, and then he's going to quickly go to the next one. And you've only got one graphics bus, so you can just quickly go right to the next thing that he's talking about, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then right here below that, you have assignments for autoplay. Autoplay is nice because once you take a graphic and you're done with it, it automatically queues up the next one. So you don't have to you don't have to like find it and click on it, get it queued up, and then take it.
That's nice.
With autoplay, it just goes right to the next one.
Right. Yeah, that's nice for like a newscast or anything really. Yeah.
Anything, yeah.
And how do you change the order on your graphics? Can you just click and drag?
Yeah, you just kind of move it up.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Cool.
Preview, preset, or preview. Oops, there we go. Next preset. I don't use these because I have everything set up for a show beforehand, so I don't really, have to tab through those.
Okay, so you don't use previous or next, really?
Not really.
Okay.
The three I use are right here: loop, single, and autoplay. Single just means that it plays one single graphic or clip, and then it's done. If you take single off and hit, let's see, if you go autoplay, excuse me, and you don't have single turned on, it will rotate to the next and keep going.
Okay.
So,
sure, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It'll just keep cycling through. It's kind of an automatic feature. But if you hit single, when it's done, and then you can take it off and it'll queue up the next one.
Okay.
So it's kind of important to keep single on. So make sure all of your buses have single turned on.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's going to keep rotating through your next clip.
Okay. Oh, so depending on what you choose, you could have different settings.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep.
Okay, sure.
So like DDR could be autoplay, and then this one maybe not.
Right. Sure.
So they're just assignments down here.
Okay.
So that would be my graphics bus. The DDR is basically just a disk drive or a data drive recorder. You know, it's a pre-recorded whatever, video clip, audio clip. You got your bins here, so I'll just select an empty bin. I will click on the plus button, and then I'll add whatever it is I want to add. And for this, I will put in, let's see, I have some sample video. Here's some nice nature stuff.
Oh, there's quite a bit of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff.
Oh.
So let's just say these are clips that I want to use in my show.
Mm-hmm.
I can load those up here. I can go to a second bin and load up, let's see. These look interesting. I'll load up these here.
Come down.
And I'm going to go back to my bin and choose something that doesn't have a god-awful tone on it. How about some animals? Everybody likes a show. Okay. So we got that. We got some videos there.
We got some net. Do we have net sound with that?
Probably.
No sound, but no tone and such. That's a pretty picture.
Yeah, and those are pretty quick 5-second clips.
Mm-hmm.
So over here in my DDR2, I am going to load some of the, choose a bin, hit my plus button. I'm going to choose some of my chroma key stuff. Over here, I'm going to choose. Okay, now see, this will get more advanced, but see how they have center, left, and right.
Mm-hmm.
They've done 3 different camera angles with him on a green screen,
Okay.
so that you can, you know, have him properly angled in a virtual set. Basically, that's why that is how it is. So I'm just going to select those 3. Say OK. All right. So I've got. I don't really have any audio packages to roll in, but let's say I wanted something in a buffer. Just click on click on buffer and hit plus. And the buffer, I want a bug logo, so I'm going to go try to find a bug logo here. Those are all stills. This one right here. Okay, so my buffer 1 is a bug. That's basically what that is.
Okay.
So
could you also load that into your use that as a DSK? I'm just confused as when you would use a buffer. as
yeah, you
opposed
can
to-
do like DSK2 is set up for buffer right now, and my
Mhm.
DSK1 is graphics. So that's my bug.
Mhm.
So if I'm, you know,
What did you just press there?
DSK2.
Oh, DSK2.
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
you know, the history channel bug that always shows up in the corner
Mhm.
for, you know, a couple minutes or whatever, that's what that is.
Mhm.
That's your frame buffer. But a frame buffer could be a picture too of, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
But you can have a lot of buffers. I mean, there are a lot. Every buffer tile has like 9 inside of it.
Oh, okay.
So you can go like full page bug, you know, and then
So if you have a bug loaded into buffers as opposed to your DSK, I'm a little
Yeah, so
confused on the difference between that's all.
the bug is like, if I were using a bug on my buffer, it's always the same.
Mhm.
My graphics are always changing.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So my DSK, I'm like, you know, that's my my royalty. You know,
Mhm.
I'm the new tech channel. Bam.
Right.
It's always that one thing. With graphics, I've got one graphic, then I've got another graphic. You know, it's always different because it's going down through my graphics
Mhm.
bus.
Sure.
With the bug, it's always the same.
Right, like your news channel bug.
Yep.
Assigned to a buffer, just because that. Okay.
Yep.
I gotcha.
So if you've got a show, and every time you want to come back from the show, you want to have, whoops. plus button. Let's just say Vegas. All right. So maybe you're doing a show at this hotel in Vegas, and every time you come back, you want to show that picture. You can just, bam, and then you can actually fly graphics. Oh, I should mention that. So the frame buffer takes precedence over everything. So like right now, I get no graphic titles because DSK 2 is already up. So I can't do like one and then take another.
Okay.
So it's
where do you don't have buffer selected anywhere though? That's what.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, you do. Oh, okay.
Yep. See, it's assigned to DSK2.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I mean, I
Okay.
could just hit it on my main. That's my buffer.
Oh, okay.
You know, I could easily do that. I could be, you know, hey, I'm on camera 1, or on camera 2. We're going to break for commercial, buffer, and, you know, go to commercial. It's maybe on network 1. Bam. You know, now
Okay.
we're rolling commercial.
Okay.
But if you want to have everything kind of set up so that you're working more in this area, you know, you can just be like, all right, bug, and then we're going to come back to camera 2, and, you know, ready camera 2, and bug's gone. Now we're back to camera 2. So when you're in a frame buffer, it takes precedence over everything else. So like I can't get another source up when my thing is up there. But that's really designed for those, at least for most people, it's designed for that kind of bug. Because
Right.
now, no matter what my source, it's always up.
Okay. And just for repetition, can you just say I just want to add a buffer? Can you just go through and tell me exactly what you're doing, like right clicking or whatever? I was just trying to follow
Yeah, you just
along,
go
so.
you go down here to the right hand side,
Mhm.
and you click on the where'd my mouse go? You click on your buffers tab, and then you've got animation buffers up here, and then you've got stills and titles buffers down here.
Okay.
They're kind of interchangeable, but the animation ones have a playback built into them. So if you just put a still in there, it doesn't really matter, but you can't really put a playback one in the stills area.
Okay.
And then you click on a tile, and you just, one of 9 squares, you know, you've got a bunch of different bugs in here, and you just hit the plus button to load your screen. And then you go and you find your bug, pop it in there, and now it's assigned. And now what we did here, because we wanted it assigned to a DSK so that we could easily throw it up on the screen, we went, let's do that. We went to DSK2, we assigned the buffer channel, and now DSK2 is that buffer.
Oh, okay, great. And say I wanted to choose one of the different buffers that was loaded into buffer 1.
Yep.
Just click on that.
You
and
just
then
click on it, click that one,
Okay,
and
easy
then
enough.
that's where it is.
Easy enough. Okay.
Yep.
All right, that makes sense.
Yep. So, let's see here. So we know DSK1, DSK2. And real quickly, I'll just mention about, again, the control area. You've got your take button, which works the same as actually hitting an input on the program feed. It's just switching between your preview and program. But it acts the same as hitting the master
And
program
it'll go
feed.
in order of like 1, 2, 3.
Nope.
So, no? How
Nope.
would,
It doesn't go in order.
okay.
It's just a take. So whatever I select down here, if I select 2 and I hit take, it takes 2. Oops. It's the same. What I'm saying is that the take button is the same as, you know I'm going to 3. I could either take 3, or I
Or
could just
put-
hit 3.
Okay, so it's
It's the same.
I get it.
Yep. It's
I-
just keeping your hand over here, you know, to be able to cycle through. It's kind of like playing the piano. Your left hand's controlling, your inputs and assignments, and your right hand is controlling your positioning and your playback.